Today we're reacting to Room to Room by Bill Feezy. I just noticed I've been spamming some Bill Feezy vids. After this one, I'll probably go Jay Williams. We ain't watched his video in a minute. Y'all rock with the prison stories. Y'all been sending them to me. Y'all sent me the last one that was really good. It wasn't Bill Feezy or Jay Williams. It was like some other dude, and his little situation was crazy. That was like an hour-long video too. But I'm ready to get into this, man. Shout out to these dudes and keep sending me these videos at Astral Dior, man. Let's do it.
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill.
Bro, I done watched so many of these videos, man. I be feeling like for some reason, I feel like I know this nigga. Like, it'd be weird. I never talked to this nigga. I be feeling like, damn, Bill, your head is bald as fuck, boy. Whatever shaver you using for your head, for that melon, you need to go ahead and do you need to sponsor up, get an ad with them, because they going dumb. People really need what you got, clear bald. That's why I didn't believe that he had hair when he said that. Let's do it.
I'm coming to give y'all the story today because I had just made one about something that's about to release. But I was telling y'all about a situation where somebody went like door to door, like checking everybody's rooms and stuff. And I didn't really go into it, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all I'd talk more on it in another video. And some of y'all be getting on me about saying, oh, I'm gonna do another video about this and then never do it. So I humbly take consideration, take heed of that, and that's what I'm about to do. Before I do that, make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment. I just finally got invited into the Facebook Reels program. For those of you who've been following, I've been dropping.
Don't say nothing. I'm subscribed on all my other channels, but this one. Don't even say nothing.
Dropping Reels on all these sites for a long time, even when I was in prison, and I just got invited to it, so I can get paid from the Reels. Sit down, sit. So I can get paid from the Reels. So if you got Facebook, man, follow me on Facebook. Follow me and
follow my nigga on that
follow
book.
me and watch my reels, man. That's gonna help me, you know, get a little money because you get paid through people watching it and people following you and stuff like that.
I got you.
So yeah, if you can support me like that, just go watch my reels, like the videos. My name is the same, Bill Feezy, and appreciate y'all who been on my merch. Appreciate y'all on Patreon. Oh, hold up. I forgot, my bad. We can't jump right into it yet because I went on my page and I told y'all I was gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it now, Bill.
You here and there. So for one, big shout out, lawyers supporting me on here. Part of the Feezy family. Last but the way, let's do it. All right, so the very first time I ever experienced the whole thing where it's like basically like a room-to-room check. You know what I'm saying? Checking rooms. Okay, if you didn't catch the other one, what that means is you either got a person or a group of people that is making a statement saying that they're about to go inside of every single cell in the dorm looking for something. Now, most of the time, it's when something done came up missing.
Right.
That's really the only, okay, when something done came up missing or somebody can't find somebody. And it's like the dorm is only so big, where is he at? That's a very bold thing to do because you got all these different people, all these different gangs in here. I have seen people doing room checks start a whole war.
Right.
Because you got one dude like, man, you're not coming in here. You know what I'm saying? And this is my story on the first time I experienced it. And it went way left. Okay. I had heard people say it before. It was a situation where something had came up missing. From my understanding, it was a serious issue though. It was a phone. Now, like I say, back then, everybody didn't just have a phone. They were super expensive. Everybody just didn't have money like that to buy a phone. You know what I'm saying? So it was a few people in there with phones, but them phones is your lifeline. In the prison, them phones is your lifeline. Like, every time I've had phones, it's like my time, it seemed like it went by quicker. Despite all the crazy violence and stuff that was going on in the dorm, it made the time go by quicker.
I'd imagine you get to talk to people, you get to get on your Instagram, your Facebook, all of that. Niggas be on TikTok.
Whoever you want to. When you don't got a phone, you just sitting there doing time. So people not trying to go without no phone, bro. The dude phone came up missing. Now, the dude was in the gang. He was a Crip, okay? And at this time, it was a whole bunch of Crips in there. I ain't gonna lie. I was probably in the dorm, probably about 16, 17 Crips. Now, something that I don't usually speak on, and I don't speak on certain things for certain reasons, but I'm going to, go into it. I ran with the GDs in there, right? Okay, some of y'all already knew that, but I know it's a lot of y'all that didn't because I never really spoke on that. And I don't speak on certain stuff, like I said, for certain reasons. You see all the Crips huddling up. Now, I was outside the room leaning on the rail. I had seen them already. Now, I was about to go let my guys know, hey, bro, I don't know what the Crips got going on, but they all posted up there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Whenever, like, you a part of something, and you see the opposite group huddling up, you always go let your bros know, because you never know what they might got going on. You know what I'm saying? They could have just got a call from another prison that a GD did something to a Crip, to a big homie. So now it could be a situation like the Crips got to go pop off on the GDs.
That's crazy. That happened at a whole different area. Y'all, you don't even know nothing about, and it's like, no, go get them. Just go get them. Prison is crazy.
You're not on point. You could be a dead
prison
man.
gang life is crazy.
Whenever I used to see people huddle up and stuff, I always go tell my guys, like, hey, bro, y'all be on point. I don't know what they got going on, but they all huddled up and stuff. Like, shit, just be ready, just in case. It might not got nothing to do with us though, but just in case. So, they arguing amongst each other. Now I could kind of see that it's something amongst them, but I'm still on point because it could be somebody saying, let's go pop them, and then the other one saying, no, we're not about to do that. They could be arguing about that. I don't know. So all my guys done pretty much came out. Now we not huddled up, so it don't look like so it don't look like we on point about something, but everybody came out the room. We kind of spread out, 2-3 of us here, 2-3 over there, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I'm leaning on the rail, and one of the guys that I had just went and got, he came and stood next to me. Then my roommate came out the room and he stood on the other side. So we're not looking directly at them. We kind of linked on the rail, like we just looking straight and looking around, looking down, whatever, but we talking like. So bro, like, yeah, I don't know what they might got going on. They do look kind of like they moving a little funny over there. So I'm like, yeah, you already know it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on point. They in front of like the corner room on the other end. Like I said, about 15, 16 of them, bro. They all got on shoes. It's not even cold. Some of them got on coats. So it's something up.
Yeah.
So like 6, 7, 8 of them go in that one room. So now I'm thinking like, okay, they might be getting ready to violate one of theirs, like beat them up or something. But it just don't make sense why everybody got on coats and shoes and stuff like that. If y'all just about to violate somebody, it don't take all that. Not for everybody to have on. So they go in the room, so they come out for a minute. So when they come back out the room, the dude who rooming with, he go to screaming. He said, one of y'all got my phone, man, that's on the hood, that's on the set. He started screaming out whatever he was. He was like, that's on the hood, that's on the set. I killed one of y'all. He said, man, don't come up. Man, that's on the hood, that's on the set. One of y'all I find out who got somebody gonna die today. Boy, I ain't playing like that. We ain't even playing no games like that. So one of the dudes pulled him in the room. Now, one of the dudes, it's a couple of them that's real cool with people, no matter what phone. So one of my guys was like, hey, I'm about to go holler at bro. One of the other Crip dudes. So I'm like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. So he went over there. He talked to him for a minute. He came back over there to us. He said, bro, can't find their phone. His phone came up missing. My logic is like this.
Oh, well.
This is how I feel about situations like that. Number one, everybody don't be in your room. It don't be nobody but your bros, your people, your Crip brothers in your room. If your phone came up missing, and it's only your brothers that go in your room, your gang, the people that is the same part of what you is, those are the only people going in your room. I'm sure those are the only people that know your hiding spot where you hide it at, because those are the only people be in your room. Then it got to be one of them, bro.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about stuff. It got to be one of them, because how the hell could it be somebody way over here that ain't never stepped a foot inside your room? Don't even know what the inside of your room look like. Don't even know how many pair of shoes you got in your room. So I'm like, why is you making statements like that to the whole dorm with all your guys right there in the corner? I mean, I know you don't just want to accuse your guys of it.
Right.
One of y'all stole my stuff, but hey, listen, bro. If it's only 15 of y'all that has permission to come in and out my room, that be in here when I hide my phone, this and that, and they come up missing, I know it can't be nobody that don't never be in my room or even be on this
don't even know the layout of your shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I instantly went to feeling like that. So, I go to tell my guy, like, yeah, they said the phone came up missing. Shit, he know that's one of his folks got his phone. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They was in the room. They went back in the room. They was in there for a minute. They came back out. Dude got the ratchet out. And he say, F that. Man, I'm finna do a room check. I'm doing a room check. F up. Now, the other Crips go to arguing with him, trying to tell him, you can't do that. Now, the thing
Finna do a room-to-room check.
I feel like, personally, you can do a room-to-room check. I have done it before. I might tell y'all about that in this video. I might make another one to tell y'all. But you can do a room-to-room check depending on what you're looking for, bro. I feel like something as this thin, that long, small as a phone, bro, it's going to be hard for you to
gonna tear up my whole room, be digging all in my shit so you can find your phone that... No, I don't like that.
Somebody's room and find a phone, because it's so many places I can hide it. You know what I'm saying? When you go looking in a room, so usually you would look on the bed. Some people that shot out there snatch the covers off the bed. You look under the bed. You look inside the locker box. You just look around the room. Man, I can hide a phone in so many places inside my room that you would look right over. So that's just that's kind of crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I had heard of this before. I heard stories of it, and I heard people saying, "Oh, I'm about to do a room check," but they never really did it. So this is my very first time actually really seeing a room check done with my own two eyes and how it caused a big commotion. So the other Crip dude run up on him like, they go, "Hey, let me go, let me go." You know what I'm saying? He pulling them like, "Let me go." So like 2, 3 of the Crip dudes, they all rush him. You know, they overpower him. Give me that. They snatched the ratchet out of his hand. So another one was like, "Man, I'm riding with bruh." So he went downstairs with bruh. They went to the very first room. Now we upstairs, across from them. They upstairs too, but he started directly under him at the first room. Now you hear little slight arguments with different people. Now by this point, I forgot to tell y'all, every gang done grouped up by this point. Now when he came out with the ratchet, you know how I told y'all the GDs wasn't all packed in together. Everybody was kind of separated. When he came out with the ratchet, everybody got together. So now it's like, what, anything happen, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the Bloods. They was to the right of us, all the way in the corner.
It's crazy having all these gangs in this one area too. Like they just really like, yeah, put these niggas in here, like yeah.
Like that big homie room, all the way in the corner. Probably about 13, 14 Bloods. They all done grouped up right there. Then downstairs, to the left, downstairs, you got all the Muslims. Probably 17 Muslims. They all grouped up. And then the white boys, the Ghostface, they I think it was on like 3, 4 of them in the dorm. They done huddled up there on the big floor. The couple dudes go downstairs. They go in the first room. That dude, he was a civilian. He wasn't even part of nothing. They go search his room, no problem. You know, they going room to room. Now, some of them guys, everybody room ain't no civilian. Some of these is affiliated with all kind of stuff. But these people don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not really caring, like, if somebody go in their room and stuff like that. So, I guess they just respect it. They've been locked up long enough. They understand, you know what I'm saying? They respect it. So, they go in room search. So I don't see them no more. So now they like under us. Now all the rest of the Crips, they still standing right there on the top. Then you probably had like 5 or 6 of them that like stood on the steps, but it was only them 2 going downstairs searching and stuff. So when they got down to the left, to the Muslims, it was a dude in the dorm. Like I said, I think they call him the imam. And I know in the Georgia prison system, because last time I said something about the Muslims, you know, everybody had something to say, like trying to correct me. And even one dude said, because I said Muslim instead of Muslim, talking about I got to unfollow you for that. Hey, listen, bro.
Because I said Muslim instead of Muslim. Nah, I got to unfollow. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I don't know, bro. That's all. Hey, no disrespect, but damn, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Man, watch out, bro. All that extra stuff, I'm not with all that. If you want to do that, do it. So they go downstairs. Now I asked the dude before, cause I was cool with a dude. I was actually cool with the okay, I take that back. I just remember the dude I'm talking about that was downstairs that I'm about to talk about right now. They call him the Dorm Amir. That's what they call him. And the imam is the one that's like over the entire camp, over the entire prison. It don't matter. Listen, everybody that got something to say about, oh no, the Muslims, they do it like this. Oh no, that ain't how it go. Oh no, that's not what this means. I'm not talking about wherever you at, what state you in. I'm talking about in the Georgia prison system, where I was just at for almost the last 10 years of my life. You know how it go in there. It don't matter what you talking about, how nothing go on the streets. I know how it go in there. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's do it. So I asked the dude before. I asked him, like, what does so you're the Dorm Amir, what does that mean? And he told me that just means I'm the prayer leader for this dorm. Those the words came out his mouth. And he said the imam means the prayer leader for the whole prison, for the whole camp. All right, so let's do it. They get down there to the dude that they call the Dorm Amir's room. He had an issue with them going to his room. You know, he got a mule. He got, you know, he got phones. He just got all kind of stuff going on. And he just like, bro, I don't want nobody in my room. So he talking to dude like, bro, I mean, y'all know me, bro. Y'all know I don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I ain't with no stealing. I don't let none of my
I'm not in there.
Yeah. When I find out, y'all know I'm going to deal with them. But, you know, I got just like I got respect for y'all got to have respect for me. Ain't nobody going to my room. You know what I'm saying? So you had some of the Muslims like, nah, you know, they call each other up. And that means brother, allegedly. That's what another Muslim brother told me, that means, it just means brother. So he like, nah, just let them do it, bro. So we don't have no, you know, no bad blood with nobody. You know, you ain't stole nothing. So the two
man, watch out, man.
Like, nah, bro, ain't nobody going to my room.
Yeah, bro, you hear me saying this, bro? You with me? Don't do all of that, bro. Let me, bro. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell this nigga something, man. You come up behind me trying to, nah, bro. We got to all be in one accord.
So The dude tried to like walk in the Muslim dude's room, so the Muslim
Hey,
dude stepped
hey.
up. He was like, bro, I just told you. So now all the Crips that was just up here in the corner, they all started coming down the steps. Like they going over there to meet the Muslims. So it's more Muslims than it is Crip, but you know, sometimes them numbers don't mean nothing. But they was deeper, so now they in the standoff. They in the big standoff. So they kind of going back and forth. Dude talking about, man, every single room is getting searched, bro. Even a few of my guys' room had got searched, but you know, a couple of them just didn't care. So the guy that was standing right next to me, all right, my roommate was on this side. Dude was right here on this side. His room was next to us. He was like, Bill, how you feel about this? I was like, bro, to be honest, I ain't feeling it. Like, shit, I don't want nobody going in my room, folks. So he was like, yeah, I'm on the same type of time. So I asked my roommate, I'm like, bro, how you feel? He was like, really, I don't care, bro, but you know, I'm riding with you. If you don't want nobody in the room, that just is what it is. Ain't nobody going in the room. So, you know, in situations like that, bro, it's not only about you no more. You can't just think for you. You got to think for everybody.
Yeah.
Whenever a situation that I know could lead to something, I used to always think somebody could die today.
Yeah.
And it might not be one of them. It might be one of us. It could be me. So that's the mindset I used to use to try to not let stuff go too far. But, you know, sometimes it just reach a level is out of your control. So they down there arguing. They going back and forth. They done stood off. You got Muslims hollering. You got some of the Crips hollering. I'm thinking this about to pop off for sure. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they just bypassed the Muslim dude's room. Went on to the next room. But the dude who phoned it was, you know, he's making out loud comments like, got me effed up. If it wasn't for bro ain't F with you, I'd have been popped. You know what I'm saying? So when he say, man, you got some of the other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? What you mean? You been popped? What's up? What you know what I'm saying? Then they ended up in a whole nother standoff.
Yeah.
Down again. Crip dude finished the rooms on the bottom range, came upstairs. Now the time when he came upstairs, it's like they all came deep together. I think the reason they all came deep together like that because you got two big groups all huddled up upstairs. You know what I'm saying? We're not together. We right here. They all the way down there. But you got the GDs, which is a whole bunch of them, and you got a whole bunch of Bloods down there. So, you know, they probably just was like, you know what, we just gonna walk with these two from now on in case anybody else got an issue. So they come upstairs, they go to the room on this corner, and they walking this way, they coming this way. So when they got right to the room, directly next to my room, when 2-3 dudes, however many, went in there and started searching the room, you know, they looking at us, but, you know, people cool with each other, bro. It ain't no smoke or nothing, but it ain't no looking like, yeah, what? They just, you know, some people looking. And when I looked over at a dude that I was cool with, his name was Jizzle. I just did like this. I did like that. So he started smiling. He was like, what's up, bro? I was like, bro, you know, I rock with you, but we ain't doing that one. He was like, what you mean? Then my roommate was like, hell no, but we ain't doing that one. You know what I'm saying? So you can see some of them over there doing little stuff like fidgeting around. I already know they clutching for candy bars and stuff like that, but, you know, I had mine on me. So when dude come out the room and they get ready to walk in this way, I step off the rail and I take like 3-4 steps back. So now my back is on my door. So I lean up on the door like this. So bro come, he walk in front of me. He like, CBL, bro, you already know, we rock with you, bro. And I just told him, I was like, bro, we not doing that, bro. You not about to search through my room, bro. I'm a grown ass man. You know I don't do no stealing. You know, bro right here don't do no stealing. You know we don't even play games like that. I've never even been in your room, and you know that. So anytime we ever did business, either it's been in my room, or it's been out here in the day room. So that's just not something we about to start. We just not about to do that, bro.
And you gotta respect that. You know I ain't never been in your room, bro. So you gonna do this?
So, dude, he like, CBL, bro. Come on, bro. You know I rock with you, bro, but I got to go room to room. Now, you know the whole thing I'm thinking in my head is like, bro, you saying you got to go room to room. It's mandatory. You got to go room to room. But you just skipped over a room down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, situations like that, bro, makes me feel like, in a sense, like, do you have an image of yourself like some type of bully or something? Or do you have an image of me like some type of sucker? You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all know me. Y'all know me good enough. Y'all know I don't got no pride issues. I don't got no problem putting my pride to the side, whatever the case is. But just in a situation like that, bro, don't make me feel like you trying to pick on me or something, or you just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you just respected it downstairs, so respect it upstairs. It ain't like every single person doing it to you. It's two people, and these two people is two respectable people. You know we got business about ourselves. We don't do no stealing. The same way you respected it down there, I just feel like you're supposed to respect it up here too. So dude was like, man, bro, I got to do room to room, bro. That's the only way it's going to go, bro. He started raising his voice and stuff. So I'm just cool. Now, I had my hands like this at first. I put my hands down. I went closer to the candy bar because I'm paranoid, bro. You know, anything can happen in it. So at the same time, I ain't gonna lie. At that very moment, I did kind of have, I don't want to say a complex, but seeing that it's a situation I never been through, I did kind of have something in my mind like, bro, you not searching my room. Like on something like, you ain't finna try me. You ain't searching my room. You know, in a sense, I think back then I was much younger than I am now. Back then I felt like, in a sense, like I'm kind of going out bad if I let him go in my room. But like I say, later on down the line, I learned and I understood better, you know what I'm saying, about situations like that. So
yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, bro, bottom line is, I repeated pretty much the same thing I just told y'all about, bro. You know me. You know I don't steal. You know me and my guys ain't on nothing like that. So, you know, you just not finna do that, bro. You not finna do that. So, dude looked at the other dude. So, the other dude like, bro, you know C-Bill ain't, you know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. So, he like, man, he go to screaming. Now, he's standing in front of me, bro. He like, man, I don't give a about none of that. So, I was leaning on the door. So, I kind of come off the door and I curve a little bit.
Yeah.
And I put my, like, body into a little curve like that is because what I learned just from being involved.
I could tell. Let me tell y'all, and I be saying this all the time in my other videos, bro. If somebody, like, say you at the basketball gym and a nigga getting in your face, you know how niggas be, man, I don't know, and they could be y'all doing all this raw. No, bro, you need to get in position so that way you already here, right? You already to the side, you know, whatever. If a nigga throws some shit at you, you can kind of do a few different movements. My fault. You can do a few different movements, as well as you can hit a nigga with hus. You can hit nuts, hus. You have a few different movements that you can do rather than you standing right here, nigga hit you in your shit, you fall back. Like, I never got understood by niggas with just sit in allow their position to work against them.
Involved in physical altercations over the time is if I'm standing up directly in front of you like this, both of my feet like this, bro, you can just push me with the slightest push.
And you gon'
I could fall, or
yeah.
I could just, you know what I'm saying, be stumbling back like that because I don't got no balance. I'm just standing flat like this, and it's like I rock back like a rocking chair. So when you curve your stance, or you standing like this, you can't just do me like that because I got my right
back foot,
left, and that's my balance right there to keep me up just in case you do something. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I do that, you know what I'm saying? I kind of curve a little bit. I don't get in full fighting stance, but I curve
right.
just so if he tries something real quick, he can't knock me
You
down.
ready.
Like that. He said he ain't going for that. And, you know, he already let a downstairs slide. So when he say that, them dudes, like, arguing with him from upstairs. So now he go to arguing with the Muslims from over the rail. But they still standing right here. So it's like all the Crips right here, all the GDs right here. But then the Crip go to looking down the rail, arguing with the Muslim. And it's so dangerous, bro. Because it's like, if I was trying to squirrel you, and I think I told y'all what that means, but if I don't, that just means sneaky. Just catch you off guard. If I was trying to squirrel that dude, like, you turned from me this way,
foul,
and went to arguing with somebody, bro, I blindsided you. You wouldn't have never seen it coming. But I'm not that type of guy. So he go to arguing with the dude, whatever. So they walk past us. And he like, all right, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. He just keeps saying, we're going to see. But he walked past us already and started going into the next room. Man, dude got down there to the room where the Bloods was at and went to them, arguing with them because they were feeling some type of way. So he eventually walked away from them. So he go.
Yeah, that shit getting deep now.
Back up till he get to this end. Still ain't found his phone. So they all go in the room. So one of the Blood dudes, hey, C-Bill. So I look over. He gonna say, F that, talking about C-Bill. That's what I'm talking about. Like he about to go in somebody's room. Got us F'd up, ain't it, C-Bill?
Come on, man. Damn, man.
Bro, I'm not even with that. Make it seem like
come on.
I'm not with that. I'm not that type of person at all.
Come on,
I'm gonna stand firm on what I feel and what I believe in. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm not boasting about nothing. And that's purposely one of the reasons why I don't too much talk about stories where I've had to put in work. Just because I don't want, I don't want it to come off like, oh, I'm bragging, trying to make me sound gangster when I was in there. Or I don't want the younger guys that look up to me and that's accepting the message I'm putting out. I don't want them to be like, yeah, boy, Bill said he did this and that. Or Bill said that. Yeah, that's cool. I don't want nobody to ever feel like that. So that's why a lot of times I just speak on the other things I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I might sprinkle a little something that I was personally involved in every now and then, but that's the reason I don't like to do it, because people don't understand how to watch a person's story. The younger people don't understand how to watch a story and just, just get understanding from their situation, and without trying to think that that's cool. That's not cool. So then the Blood dude say to the dude downstairs, he said, hey, wrong with that? Trying to go in our room. He got us, ain't it, bro? So dude, he don't entertain it neither. He just like throw up the thumbs up with a Bro, the dude comes back out the room, bro.
Oh,
Me
man.
and dude don't sound nothing alike. I totally didn't, you know what I'm saying? Dude engaged in all that, you know what I'm saying? When he said it to me, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even say nothing loud. I didn't respond in the way nobody. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Dude comes back out the room talking about, what you talking about, CBN? What you talking about? Now, when somebody has any form of aggression and they say, what you talking about? If you already don't know, I'm about to tell you, that means basically, let's get it.
No, what's
Now,
the deal there?
That's a way of kind of asking you, let's get it. Like, do you want to get it? And at the same time, it's a kind of way of telling you, like, let's get it. I want to get it. Let's do it. So he comes out the room and he's walking. He said, what you talking about, CBL? What you talking about? But he's kind of walking a little bit. He walking real slow, though. Now, a couple of his dudes done grabbed him by the arm, like, man, you tripping. So he done snatched back, like, nah. So he ended up stopping right there. But he on the other side of the rail. Like,
This nigga is mad as fuck about this phone, but I feel him, but damn.
He over there, he talking about, what you talking about? What you talking about? So, honestly, I didn't even say nothing at first, bro, because I just be feeling like stuff like that. Like I say, I'm just not really into, you know, certain stuff. Like, I'm not really big on it, especially like yelling. You feel what I'm saying? We screaming across the dorm. I'm not with all that. So I eventually was like, what you mean? He was like, you out here talking about, yo, we just bucked on him. If he thought this was, what you mean? What you talking about? You act like you just bucked on me or something. You act like, man, only reason I ain't run off in y'all room, cause my bros. So what you talking about? Now somebody with extreme pride issues would have just big debate, jumped on it off the dribble. Oh, I'm talking about whatever you talking about. But I know what he just said. I didn't say that.
Bro, I ain't even say that.
But I'm not about to say, that was blood dude down there that said that.
Yeah.
So I just was like, bro, I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? So one of my guys was like, man, let's go down there, bro. We ain't finna be doing all this hollering, bro. So my roommate was like, nah, we don't need to do that. Because if we walk deep down there, then it's going to look like we coming to pop on them. And then they might pop on us when we get down there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So he like, so I just stay right there where I'm at. So I'm like, nah, I didn't say that. He told me, man, I just heard you say that. I just heard you say that. So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm a grown man. I'm not about to do no line of playing. I just told you I didn't say that. And hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He go back in the room. About 10 seconds, literally. Come straight back out the room. Come walking this way. Walking real slow. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's like, damn. You know, I was saying a prayer in my head, bro. I prayed knows how to, you know, just be with me. Be with him also, like, you know, just that stuff that's on his mind, just clear his mind, you know. Just give him the feeling and the understanding to know to leave me alone, and that, you know, I didn't do that. I didn't say that, stuff like that. And, you know, when he was coming this way, you know, everybody stood up. We pretty much like, shit, you know. So when he walking this way, you got to feel him like, hey, cuz, man, come back here, cuz. Hey, bro. So he's still coming this way, but he walking real, real slow. But he's coming, it's like this. The range is straight. It's a very straight range. But once you get to the end, it turns into a curve. So you can see the blood dudes over there tightening up, coming back out the room too, because in order to get to where I'm at, he got to pass them, because we in the middle, but they all the way on the corner. Now, he had issues with both of us with the room thing, so it's like, you don't know who he might be trying to run up on. So the blood dude over there, they done tightened up, you know what I'm saying? So he come walking, he come around the curve, he don't say nothing to them, he coming this way. So I turned to him, and dude that was on this side of me, he like, what's up, bro? So bro, like, man, I'm just coming to talk to CBL, bro. So he like, shit, what's up? Talk to him. Like, man, I don't gotta talk to him through you, bro. So, you know, slowly a few of them was walking down here. Eventually, like 3 of them got down here with him. So it was like 4 of them. The rest of them was still down there. So I'm like, bro, what's up, bro? So he talking about, bro, man, somebody got my phone, bro. And real talk, bro, I just don't appreciate how you just came out here and made that statement. So just shoot me a 1, bro. We got the hit, bro.
This prison shit, bro. Just shoot me a 1, bro. Like, come on, man. Just shoot me a 1, bro. Oh, my God. You like, come on, man. Damn.
Got my phone and snatched his shirt off while he was talking. Threw it down over the range. He said, somebody got my phone. So when he threw his shirt over the range, all the other Crip dudes walked over there. Every single one of them came walking over there. So now, they like this, we like this. He like, yeah, we just got to shoot a 1, bro, because you going to come out here and make this statement saying such and such, such and such. So I'm like, bro, I just told you I didn't say that. That was not me that said it. He going to ask me who said it. I'm like, bro, you know how Chain Gang go, bro. I'm not about to beat nothing.
Come on, man.
Oh, that was him over there that said that. So he was like, But like I said, bro, we just finna hit. We just finna shoot one. So he like, what's up? We gonna.
At that point, it's fuck it.
I was like, bro, listen. I don't want to fight you, bro. I don't got no issues with you. He like, nah, F that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something about me real quick. I've always went by this motto. I'm not a rough dude. I'm not a tough dude. But if you put me in a rough or tough situation, I'm going to, after I try to humbly resolve it, I'm going to respond to it in a rough or tough manner. See what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Fair. I'm not a rough dude. I'm not a tough dude. I'm gonna try to resolve it humbly, without prejudice. If you don't allow me to do that, and you know, present a rough or tough situation to me, I'm gonna have to respond to it in a rough or tough situation.
For sure, that's real.
He like, your room or my room? What's up? So now he's getting a little more aggressive. So a few of them like, hey, bro, the man just said he didn't want to fight you. He's like, no, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. So I hear my roommate say, you trying to pop or you gonna shoot him one? You trying to pop or you gonna shoot him one? He asking me like, do you just want to bomb on all them with the candy bars? Or you
Damn.
So I'm like, nah, we ain't got to do all that, just chill. So I opened my door. I opened the door to my room. I snatched my shirt off. You know, I skipped in the room because I didn't want to turn my back on him. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of skipped in the room. And I skipped in the room. And, bro, he came in there behind me. He came in there, you know what I'm saying? I threw up my little guard. I'm all the way back against the wall. It was a trick that I learned in there where you go all the way to the back of the room, to the vent. And I always try to make sure the first hit that I get off is me. Like, I'll be squaring off with you. You ain't really, you know, you ain't looking at my feet or nothing. You looking up at me because everybody want to try to hit you in the face. So I bend my right knee and put it against the vent on the back of the wall. And then when you know, run up, when I see I got to open it,
you
I kick off the vent.
Yeah.
So it's like all my mic kicking off the solid
vent.
Yeah. So when I hit you, it's going to be way harder than it would be if I just threw a hit at you.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And we was in there scrapping. We were doing what we do. And, you know, it was over with. He went out the room. And he went out the room, bro. And I remember this very, very, very vividly. I came out the room behind him. And he went to walking off. And one of the Crip dudes that I was cool with, he said, that respect, bro. That respect. Y'all did that like a man. Ain't nobody try to pull out no candy bar or nothing. That's respect. And I was shaking his hand, bro. When I did like this and was shaking his hand, all I heard was... So when I look over, you see one of the blood dudes kind of like doing like that. And then the dude that I just got to fight with was like doing like that. So the man that came out the room from fighting.
Wow. Oh, I just know it went. Oh, I just know Bill for the say it went up. That nigga's on some wild shit, bro. They didn't put that nigga out the door. See, I know see Bill Lingo now.
Fighting me. And then went down here and just stole off on one of the blood dudes. But the dude he stole off on was the dude that, the main dude he was arguing with when he was trying to go in people's room.
So the nigga that said this shit.
Stole off on him, bro. The other Crips, you know, was in the process of running over there before they could even get over there. The dude that was standing like right beside, kind of behind a little bit, but really like to the side of the blood dude that stole off on him, and the blood dude, young dude, whipped out a big old long ratchet.
Shown.
He just went to hitting dude with it, bro. And it was just so crazy to see how quick stuff just flipped, bro. You know what I'm saying? That dude was just in my face like, bro, I respect you, bro. Y'all did it like a man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes just went hitting with the candy bar. Next thing you know, all the Crips ran down there. Everybody just went.
Everybody get into it.
Candy bars, locks. It was just a big war right then and there with the Bloods and the Crips. And the thing's so crazy, you had a couple of Crips that once it happened, they took off running to their room, they locked the door. You had a couple of Bloods took off running to their room, locked the door. Now, in prison with the gangs, it's going to be a few out of every group that's really not built for that and that is going to run and leave you out in that water. So that's another thing, bro. I be telling the young dudes all the time, bro, you listen, bro. You can't get involved in this stuff, this gang stuff, thinking, oh yeah, bro, loyal, bro, gonna ride with me, bro. When the situation get real, a person will leave you hanging, bro. Your life will be on the line. If you got to sit here and depend on dude to survive, you might die. Because a lot of them, you just don't know it because you ain't been in a situation with them yet. But a lot of them is gonna run, bro. Not a lot of them, but I'm just saying it's some that
ran in a room and locked the door.
Each group ran, and I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way G with y'all. It was a few people that was a part of my guys that I felt in my heart would run on us if something ever popped off for real. So, you know, a few of them took off running. It popped off right there, bro. People getting hit with the ratchets all in the face, head. Man, it was nasty, bro. And it probably went on for about 2 minutes, bro. One dude got through
lockdown,
bro. So when they went to doing all that, you know, my guys went to separate. You know, they looking at everybody real quick, like, y'all straight. So they like, yeah. So they like, all right, come on. So everybody go to their room and lock their door. All my guys go in their room and lock their door. Now, the reasoning for doing that is because this has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
It's not our beef. And we know the police about to come spray everybody that's outside the room.
Yeah.
So whenever it ain't got nothing to do with a group, everybody else usually run and lock their door. So I looked down there to the Muslims, they was doing the same thing. Everybody was locking their door. Just leave them out here by themselves.
Yeah.
That thing, no police came out there. I mean, police came probably after about, I say it went on about 2 minutes, bro. There was some people that were down bad in there, but real down bad.
2 minutes.
Police came, pepper sprayed.
That's a long time, especially with some knife shit, because think about all my people that sparred or did any 3-minute fight. That's long itself.
And, you know, dorm was locked down for like 3 weeks. Police came back in, took everybody out the dorm that was involved in it that they know of. And then, like another 3 or 4 days, they let us off lockdown.
Okay.
So that life ain't for nobody, bro. I promise you it ain't. You know, that was my first time ever being in a situation. Like I say, after that, I started looking at it different. As long as I know I ain't had no funny business going on, and they like, yo, we're going to do a room search. I'll let them search it. I don't give a damn. I'm not about to find nothing in that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bro, I promise you, bro, y'all don't want to be involved in that, bro. Then you got some guys out here on the street that's really not built for that prison, but they really not ready for nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro.
Crazy story, man. Shout out Bill Feezy. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? We love his videos over here. I'll probably do a Jay Williams next because I haven't done one of his in a minute. Y'all let me know what other types of vids. I saw y'all like that last reaction I did, so I'm going to do some more of those. Like the video, sub, comment, and binge, rest of your channel, man. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Great friend. Week on. HD, let do it.